people have told me that they don't like tea or something, I'm not going to get into an argument with them. People, like, I've always said in my videos, like, if you're ever asked in public if you're a feminist, say yes. Because it's just not worth the debate, man. It's like, I've got shit to do, man. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I wouldn't come home afterwards thinking, like, oh man, I sold out to my values or something. It's just like, don't waste time arguing with stupid people. There's some people who intelligently would respectfully debate you on these viewpoints, and that might be awesome. You'll hear theirs, and you'll say your viewpoint, and it'll be really intellectual. It'll advance your beliefs. That's awesome. But there's a lot of people who are genuinely brain dead. There's a lot of people who are stupid. Like, they use Snapchat, right? So we know what kind of person they are. They use Snapchat and TikTok. It's like, so why would you argue with like, you did the right thing? I know it seems like, yeah, don't let your maybe ego and pride, like, don't be here upset that you acted in this way when really all you did was save yourself from a headache. If you know your true beliefs, that's what matters. Now, you complimented me on my ability to like stay true to my beliefs, and I think I'm pretty good at that. But either then you've got to think, I do that on my platform where I'm getting paid a lot of money to do it. I don't act like this in public. If there's someone who's going to start shit in public, I meet some new girl or something, and she starts talking about Andrew Tate being a misogynist, I'm not going to argue with her, because if she says that, it means that she's brain dead. So how am I going to convince her? I'm not a therapist or something. She's too far gone for me. If someone talks about like, oh yeah, everyone's a feminist here, right? It's like, I'm not qualified enough to help them. So what am I going to do? I'll be like, yeah, sure, I love feminism, but like, yeah, women should take their clothes off. Like, I'll agree with them because it's just easier for me. I'm not trying to like get into some heated debate in the middle of my gym set, man. I've only got like a 60-second rest. Like, I prefer living like that. I don't even think that's inauthentic. It's just playing the game. It's knowing which people are worth debating and disagreeing with, and knowing which people are worth faking being around, because they're fake as well. They're fake and stupid people, and so to be around them, if you need to be around them, you're probably better off acting kind of similar as them. And then on the long term, don't be around those people.
I think it's basically kicking my mind, kind of like, if I say, because before I was like, okay, I'm not being authentic to myself, I'm saying what I don't actually think just to kind of like fail or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, but I don't care what these people think of me anyway. So what does it matter if I like say like just to make them happy? Because at the end of the day, I don't care what they really think anyway. So it's like, if I was talking to someone like I genuinely respected, and I just wanted to like be close to them, like, obviously it would be different, obviously. And I think they'd be able to obviously like tell if I was like not being true to myself as well, which would like make them lose respect for me or whatever. So in that sense, obviously I'd be true to myself. But if it's someone like I just don't care about, in that sense, I guess it just doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly that. Because when you find someone who you're actually compatible with, who you respect, whose values that you like, in the same situation, if this person that you like ends up saying like, oh yeah, I really dislike Tate, he's a human trafficker, you would end up saying it in a respectable way, like, oh, what makes you say that? Because I haven't seen the evidence for it, but is there new stuff that's come up? And you start having this little discussion and a friendly debate with this person that you like. And you're probably a pretty good judge of character. You probably knew that these people you weren't going to have some respectful debates with. They would just suddenly, if you backed Andrew Tate, they would have just said, oh yeah, you're a misogynist too. And like, they would just, they don't sound like smart people. So it sounds like you did the smart decision here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of power of this. Someone posted before that think as you are, behave like others. You have the right to your own opinions. Don't bring it up in front of people who there's no value to. If you're going to make a bunch of money doing it, if you're going to go on a podcast and battle the feminists, okay, sweet, whatever, it's business, right? But to like some little brokey little students who you don't even like, who there's no value to doing it, and suddenly like they're just going to make your life hell, and they're going to start like screeching and getting annoying. It's like, there is no ROI there, man. You want to be a good entrepreneur, that's a negative ROI. There's no return on investment at all for getting into some kind of debate with 99% of people, because they don't argue with logic. In fact, they argue with emotions. If they feel this, then that is the truth. And by them feeling this way, suddenly they'll group you into it. They'll start personally attacking you. They'll start like, these people often become like literally violent and stuff as well. Like some girl gets pissed off at you whilst you're defending the misogynist Andrew Tate, she comes up and slaps you or some shit. It's like suddenly the whole thing's just escalated, and it's like all it had to take was for you to just kind of like let them hear what they want, but just think as you are. If there's value in disagreeing with them, if it's someone who'd gain your respect because you stood your ground, okay, that's different. But these people, they're not going to respect you more because you disagreed with them. They don't have that kind of value. These people will make your life a hell if you do that. Again, like I tell everyone, especially like the guys in school, if your teacher's doing any bullshit like mine did, where they literally said, okay, everyone stand up and now sit down if you're not a feminist. Some BS like she got us all into the corner of a room. Said, okay, walk over to that side of the room if you're not a feminist, and then go to that side of the room if like you somewhat agree with feminism but you might have some problems, and stay here if you are a feminist. I stayed there. I didn't do that like in a malicious way. I just stayed there because I wasn't going to deal with the social pressure. There's no way like that you're going to gain anything from being that kid who walks over there. Your status goes down amongst these people, and suddenly they're making your life a hell. Suddenly one girl's told another girl that you're a misogynist, and then suddenly everyone's saying that like you've been falsely accused of some BS now. And you know what I mean? It's you can't win with these people, man. So I think you did absolutely the right thing, Greg. I don't actually think that you've actually got any issue to be resolved here.
I appreciate that. I'll be honest, right in the post, I was just thinking, when you're doing these calls, I was thinking to myself, is that something that I need resolving? I guess it was just kind of going forward, I need this advice for, in a sense, just a concern of like, will I be able to handle these situations better? Or just stay the same, but you can't change my mindset of like, well, is this person worth like, even like, bother like, caring about anyway? Obviously, if it's someone I just don't care about, like, I won't care, like, oh yeah, I'm a feminist, yeah, it's like, I don't care what they think of me. Yeah.
Yeah, when I say like, oh, there's no issue here, I'm not saying that in the sense like, oh, you shouldn't have wrote that post or anything, because this has been a really good conversation. There's been so many insights here. I'm sure you found some value. I did as well, to be honest. It's a good lesson for any of the other guys here who have still got like social ties to how do you even say it without being disrespectful? Average, mediocre, normal people who are still plugged into the matrix. Like, it is absolutely never worth the headache to try and convince them otherwise. That one friend who seems a bit like receptive towards self-improvement, try and save him, fantastic. But those people who you know are too far gone, and especially not just your friends, but like the girls in your class or something, please stop defending Andrew Tate in your classroom. Because the thing is, Tate is a big guy, right? Like, he doesn't need like a little young guy to defend him or anything. But you're ostracizing yourself, you're ruining your and I don't think you should be friends with these people either. So, but you're making your life way worse by getting into these like discussions and debates with people who will never understand your viewpoint, because you don't want to be like them, they don't want to be like you.